Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is week 2 of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty review. I promised myself that in week 2, I would try to stay more on point and be a little bit more brief with my descriptions and try not to get too caught up on the soapboxes of certain skincare products, just because that video ended up being a lot longer than I expected it to be. So I'm gonna try to move as fast as I can, but at the same time, I still wanna give you valuable information on these different ingredient lists so you can make good informed decisions about the beauty products you are spending your hard-earned money on. With that being said, we're gonna start with Sunday, March 21st. So the first thing on this list is 50% off Buxom full-on plumping lip creams. They are regular $21. They are on sale for $10.50. This is a very well-known formula, very popular formula. I had only tried it a month or two ago. I had picked up the shade White Russian. It was part of a set. They had a face palette and a highlighter and a bullet lipstick. But I fell in love with this lip cream. I fell in love with the formula. It is very creamy. It is not sticky. The pigment is really, really nice. That White Russian shade is just perfect if you're looking for a nude pink or a very soft pink. So I am gonna be picking up probably 1 or 2 more shades. I've had my eye on a few of them. The Hot Toddy, which is like a tawny nude, and then the Dolly, which is a true mauve. And that made me chuckle a little bit. A lot of people say they have every shade of pink nude known to man. I am like that with mauves. And as soon as I saw that Dolly shade, I was like, ding, I need that one. So I have a feeling I'm gonna end up picking up at least 1 or 2. Next is the Philosophy Purity Made Simple One-Step Facial Cleanser, a regular $25 on sale for $12.50. So I'd never tried this cleanser. I took a look at the ingredient list and it starts off like any other cleansers. There's sodium tridecasulfate, which is a surfactant or emollient. This is a degreaser. It kind of emulsifies oils to help them wash off your face. There is cleansing agents. There's a foam booster. So the first, 5, 6 ingredients, just like anything I would normally find in a cleanser. But as soon as I got to the 10th ingredient, I literally put the brakes on. I was like, because the 10th ingredient in this formula is isopropyl alcohol. That is rubbing alcohol. That should not be in a cleanser. I have no idea why it's in here. It's a drying agent. It's also a huge sensitizer for skin. That kind of brings me to the different types of alcohols. So in skincare, there are 2 different types of alcohols that we need to know about. We need to know about high molecular weight alcohols. These are the good alcohols. These are the fatty alcohols. These are things like cetyl alcohol, sterol, ceteryl. These are all emollients. They are meant to smooth and soften your skin. So you're gonna find them in moisturizers. You're gonna find them in serums sometimes, in cleansers. These are good. These are good alcohols. On the flip side of the coin, we have the low molecular weight alcohols. These are drying. They have no business being in skincare. Skincare companies use them because sometimes they help products dry faster. Also, they kind of cut through grease, but as I said in my last video, my week 1 Ulta 21 Day video, it's a trick. They kind of cut through grease, they give you that really fresh feeling, but you actually get rebound oil production and you can get more oily associated with using these products over time. So these types of alcohols are SD alcohol, benzyl alcohol, denatured alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, just like I said, and methanol. These are all bad alcohols. You do not want to see them in skincare. Now, if they're at the very bottom of the ingredient list, I don't get too worked up about it, but this is ingredient 10 out of like 35. So no. The other thing, it kind of gets bad from there. The rest of the ingredients after this are generally really fragrant plant oils. Now this is not shocking. Philosophy makes perfumes. They make very beautiful perfumes, frankly. I understand why it has a cult following, but yeah, no, it's just not gonna go on my face. Next, we've got the Smashbox Halo Healthy Glow Tinted Moisturizer, broad spectrum 25. This is an online only deal. This is normally $36. It's on sale for $18. I've never tried this tinted moisturizer. I'm thinking about picking this up. I do sometimes struggle with SPFs like this. This is a mixture of both chemical and mineral sunscreens Because I have oily skin, I do better with mineral sunscreens. A lot of chemical sunscreens will break me out. Also, there's some evidence to say that, you know, they're not so great for the environment. Now that is specific ingredients, not necessarily all chemical sunscreens. There are absolutely people out there who can only wear chemical sunscreens, but there's enough here that makes me pause a little bit. So I'm thinking about picking this up. We'll just have to see. And then finally, we've got a diamond and platinum exclusive. This is online only as well. It's 50% off MAC blushes. I have one here in the shade Harmony. This is a matte blush. I really like MAC blushes. It's funny, I don't pick them up usually. I think it's because they're so OG. You know, I've used them for so long. I'm interested in picking up newer formulations just to see how I like them. But these are good workhorses. Now, to be fair, what they do remind me of are these. So these are the e.l.f. Primer Infused blushes. If you've ever tried these, I find that these are very alike. Now, granted, obviously, these shades are completely different. But the formula is very, very similar. And obviously e.l.f. is a much less expensive brand. But if you love, you know, MAC blushes, by all means, pick them up at 50% off. Now we're on to Monday, March 22nd, and I want to start off with the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Longwear Foundation and Concealer. This is normally $36. It's on sale for $18. I've never tried this foundation. It's interesting, when you look in the ingredient list, there's a lot of great skincare in this foundation. I don't rely on foundation to provide my skincare, obviously, but it's nice to see. It's definitely a pattern that we're seeing with some of the newer foundations. This has got, you know, pretty good reviews. I may pick it up. I'm always on the hunt for a new foundation that I really like. So we'll see how it goes for me. Next, we've got the Sunday Riley Power Couple Mini Kit. This is normally $28. It's on sale for $14. So this is a kit with 2 products in it. The first one is probably the most famous out of the Sunday Riley line. It's the Sunday Riley Good Genes treatment. This is a lactic acid treatment. I go in depth about this product compared to other lactic acid treatments and other AHAs, alpha hydroxy acids, in my chemical exfoliant video. So I will link that down below because I definitely go in more in depth. But basically what you need to know about Sunday Riley Good Genes is that it is a lactic acid formulation. There are some fragrant plant oils at the end. There's like arnica in this and lemongrass. It gives us this light kind of citrusy smell. They're pretty low on the ingredient list. I don't get too worked up about it. But honestly, my problem with this product is the price. You can find really good 10%, 5% lactic acid treatments for, you know, this is, I think, $105, I believe. And you can find good lactic acid treatments for $10, $15 if you're looking at the Ordinary or the Inky list. And they're just as good formulas. So not crazy about that, but I know a lot of women like this. And it is a good product. I'm just not crazy about the fragrance and not crazy about the price. I have more of a problem with the second product, which is the Luna oil. This is also a cult favorite. It is a beautiful oil. If you look at the front end of the ingredient list, there's some beautiful non-fragrant plant oils in this. There's avocado, there's grapeseed, there's blackberry, there's chia. This is gorgeous. And then it has 4 different variations of chamomile in here as well, which helps soothe your skin. It's wonderful. After that, the next ingredient you get to, this is basically a retinoid oil. You have a specific retinoid called HPR. HPR has gotten a lot of play in the last few years because it's an over-the-counter retinoid. But unlike most over-the-counter retinoids, like retinol, for example, that has to go through conversions on skin to become retinoic acid, which is the active form on your skin. HPR actually selectively binds to those retinoic receptors, so it doesn't have to go through these conversions. So the thought is that it's less irritating and it's more effective than other over-the-counter retinoids. So for that, I would say, wow, this is great. Everything's going great until you hit the end. And then it is just loaded with fragrant plant oils. There's neroli in this, there's blood orange, there's ylang ylang, there's vetiver, there's rosemary. These are irritating, sensitizing plant oils. The other issue I have with it is, again, the price. It's $105. And the Ordinary also has an HPR retinoid. It's referred to as their Grand Active retinoid, and they have a 2% in squalane that is $9.80, I think. And it also has some soothing plant oils, not as many as this, but it does have some soothing plant oils in it as well. So I just can't justify the price. It's a beautiful bottle. It's this beautiful blue color because they put artificial color in it. But I just, you know, when you get past that, when you get it down to the ingredient list, it's just not worth your money. So now we have our online only deals. We've got, I don't know if this is Grand or Grande Cosmetics. This is their Grand again, or Grande, depending if you took Spanish or not, mascara, black conditioning peptide mascara. I have never tried this mascara. I know it's a favorite for a lot of women. I'm thinking about picking it up just because it's normally $25. It's on sale for $12.50. These are drugstore prices. I'm gonna pick this up. Again, I'm always on the hunt for a good mascara, so I'm definitely gonna be picking this up. But if you've used it before, tell me what you think. I know it has great reviews, so I'd love to know. Next, we've got 50% off select Lancome skincare. Lancome, I really love Lancome cosmetics. I'm not nearly crazy about the skincare. And this goes with a lot of department store skincare. I find that brands like Clarins, Estee Lauder, Chanel, Lancome, they have a very specific fragrance that they put in all of their skincare. It's basically a branding. It's a trademark. You know, everything you smell from Lancome is going to have this very specific smell to it. It's so you can recognize it. I'm not crazy about that in my skincare. When I looked at the individual products, the first two, which is the cleanser and the toner, their ingredient lists are fine, you know, but there's a lot of fragrance. So it's kind of like, well, you know, the ingredient lists are fine. So if you're not a crazy fragrance person like me, when it comes to skincare, you may like these. But at the same time, it's just going to be a no for me. The third one, which is the Hydrazine Moisturizer, comes in a jar, has denatured alcohol in it. So not going to be something I reach for. And then our last online deal is from Benefit Cosmetics. This is the Roller Liner Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I said before that I don't use liquid eyeliners anymore. They just don't work for my mature, different sized eyes anymore, that I've just decided to, you know, rely on other types of liners that are a little bit more idiot proof. So if you love liquid liners, if this is a favorite of yours, by all means stock up, but I'm gonna end up passing. Moving on to Tuesday, March 23rd, we can start off with the Origins Ginseng SPF 40 Energy Boosting Tinted Moisturizer. This is another brand full of fragrant oils. Origins is well known for their very citrus scent. It reminds me of Ole Henriksen. I feel like the brands are very similar in what the vibe that they're trying to show, but in general, not a brand I tend to reach for. Next, we've got the Crepe Erase 2-Step Advanced Body Treatment System. It looks like these are 2 creams. I have never tried this, but I went and looked at the ingredient list. The ingredient list is great. Basically what this is it's an AHA, or a chemical exfoliant lotion for your body. I mean, basically it's a really good hydrating lotion that's got AHAs in it. You do that on your skin's gonna look better. The ingredient list is pretty solid. So if you're in the market for a good body lotion that has some AHAs that are gonna help stimulate skin turnover, get rid of some of those dry patches, make your skin look plumper, younger, this is a good plan. This is a good brand. This is on sale. Usually it's $54. It's on sale for $27. Moving on to our online only deals, we have 50% off Ofra highlighters. I love Ofra highlighters. They are very well known for their highlighters. I have 2 here. The first one I have is in Glazed Donut. This is a very bright white highlighter. Less is more with this one, but it is beautiful. The second one I have is in Pillow Talk, which is this kind of light pinky shade. I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with you, Ofra highlighters are not my everyday highlighters. I don't use them to go to the grocery store or anything like that. I tend to reach for these when I'm going out. Back in the before times when we left the house and we went out to places. But if I was going out to dinner, this is what I reach for. Like I said, you do have to be a little careful with these. They can accentuate texture, but if you use a little bit of them and you use them sparingly, these are beautiful highlights, and they're multiple different kinds. These are normally $35 to $40. They're on sale for $17.50 to $20. So if you've never used an O for highlighter, I highly recommend looking into them. Next, we've got another online only deal. We've got 50% off Lime Crime eyeshadow palettes. Never used this formula before. I was looking quickly to see if there were any of the select palettes that spoke to me. Not really, but that's just me. Lots of great reviews. I know there are a lot of people who like this formula. I can't say much about it because I've never tried it. All right, we're on to Wednesday, March 24th. The first product is the Urban Decay Cosmetics Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is an OG eyeshadow primer. I highly recommend it, especially at half price. This is normally $24. It's on sale for $12. My drugstore favorite is the Milani eyeshadow primer, but at this price, it's basically the same. So I would definitely pick one up. This is definitely one of the first eyeshadow primers that kind of hit the market and just kind of lit the market on fire. And it still to this day is a very popular product. And there's a few different formulas that you can choose from. So I highly recommend that product if you have never tried it. And if you have, by all means, stock up when it's 50% off. Next, we have a Lancome Lash Thickening Mascara Primer. I have never used a mascara primer. I've been thinking about it. A lot of people swear by mascara primers. They think it helps hold their curl, it helps keep that thickened look, and all of those things. I've never used one, but I know that this is a popular one. It's normally $27. It's on sale for $13.50. Next, we've got online only deals. We've got the Strivectin SD Advanced Plus Intensive Moisturizing Concentrate for wrinkles and stretch marks. I took a look at this ingredient list. It's actually chock full of really, really good ingredients for your skin. It's a peptide-based moisturizer, as I've talked about before. Peptides are good. We like peptides. They stimulate collagen production, so they're good to see in a moisturizer. This does have some mild fragrance. It's at the very, very end, so I don't get nearly as worked up as I do about other products. The only problem I have with it is the stretch mark thing. The reality of stretch marks is what stretch marks are broken bands of elastin. They have nothing to do with collagen. So as much as I would love to tell you that this product is going to somehow make your stretch marks go away, it won't. That's not a thing. So if you are buying it for that purpose, then I would say just put it down and walk away. If you're looking for a really good moisturizer, chock full of good ingredients, this is a good product. Now this is normally $79 or $139 for the different sizes, so half off is $39.50 or $69.50. Now it's a good thing to recognize, this comes in 4 ounces. That's a lot. So yes, $139 is ridiculous for a moisturizer. But if you break it down, if this is half off and it's $69.50, most moisturizers are less than 2 ounces. So this is actually maybe a good deal, especially for everything that's in here. And then our other online only deal is a few select products from these different brands. One is Patchology. They have a Posh Peel Pedicure Foot Peel. If you watched my Winterize Your Skincare video, you know that I love foot peels. I've used the baby foot ones. I've never tried this one, but basically what it is it's an alpha hydroxy acid peel for your feet. You put it on for an hour, and then about a week later, the skin on your feet starts sloughing like you're a snake. It's disgusting and gross. I highly recommend you are not going anywhere with like heels or sandals for 2 weeks after you use this. That's why I like to use them in the winter. But I am thinking about picking this up for next winter just so I have it in my medicine cabinet ready. Next, we've got the Zitstica Goo Getter. These are acne dots. This seems to be a very popular trend lately. Now I've tried the Peace Out ones from Sephora. I've never tried the Zitstica ones. So I looked at the ingredient list. This has salicylic acid in it, just like the Peace Out ones. It doesn't tell you how much. Usually it's 0.5%, but it also has hydrocolloid in it. That is super interesting to me. What hydrocolloid does is it pulls water out. So the idea is that if you've got a blemish that's really watery, if you put this on overnight, the idea is it's gonna pull the water out and flatten it. And then the salicylic acid is used to dry it out. I think this is fascinating. I'm thinking about picking these up. I know if I pick these up though, they'll disappear because my daughter steals them from me. And then the last product in this group is from Aura Organic. This is the Aloe Gorgeous Vegan Collagen Booster. Okay. This is just weird to me. So I know in my other videos, I've talked about collagen. Collagen's a great ingredient. We all want it, but the problem is you can't put it on your face. If you put collagen on your face, the molecule's too large, it won't absorb. So you either have to use ingredients that stimulate your own collagen production, like peptides, or you can ingest it. So a lot of women use a collagen powder that they put in smoothies or your coffee or tea to get that collagen. Now, the research is still out. No one knows 100% whether that is really useful, but there's enough research to suggest that it may be useful. So I just saw Jennifer Aniston doing an advertisement for collagen powder like 2 days ago. So this is definitely a popular idea. Now, obviously, collagen is generally derived from animal products or fish marine products. So if you're a vegan, that's not going to work for you for obvious reasons. So this is kind of the answer to it. Basically, there are ingredients in here like aloe vera, and there's a few others that are meant to try to stimulate your own collagen production. I don't know why you just wouldn't use peptides on your face to do that, because the research is still relatively low whether we can get collagen, ingested collagen, to work for us anyway. So the research that we're going to use other ingredients to try to then stimulate collagen by ingesting them is even more slim. So this product makes no sense to me. Yeah, I just don't. Just take a multivitamin and use peptides on your face. Next, we have Thursday, March 25th. We're going to start with the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. This is a full coverage, waterproof concealer. I have this. I cannot find it for the life of me. People have a love-hate relationship with this concealer. I actually like it, but I recognize it's hard to use. It is so thick that you just need a tiny, tiny amount, and then you literally have to rub it between your fingers to warm it up, and then pat it on your under eye or pat it on your blemish or whatever you're trying to hide. This is not something you can put directly on. You will get way too much. It'll cake. It'll just look terrible. But if you put the tiniest amount on your finger and rub it and get it all warm, it is much easier to work with, and it is a beautiful concealer. Now, there's a lot of people who say that is way too much work for me, but it is worth it. So I really like this concealer, especially when I'm looking for a waterproof or full coverage concealer, but I understand people's gripe with it. It's regular $28. It's on sale for $14. Next, we have the Murad Nutrient Charged Water Gel. Beautiful ingredient list. Beautiful ingredient list. Crappy packaging. There are loads of antioxidants in this moisturizer, and the problem, of course, is antioxidants degrade when exposed to light and air, and when you put them in a jar and do this every single day, you will get degradation. So as much as I really like this ingredient list, I think there's a lot of good stuff in here. I'm not going to use it because of the jar, but I'm not going to lie to you. It's a good moisturizer. Moving on to our online only deals, we have 50% off Tarte Big Ego Brow, normally $17 to $29, on sale for $8.50 to $14.50. There's a few different brow products here. I've never tried the Tarte eye products. I have my own favorites, but if Tarte eyebrow products are some of your favorites, I would highly recommend that you stock up. We also have 50% off the Salon at Ulta Beauty for a color gloss. If you need a color gloss, this is a good day to take advantage of 50% off. And then online only, we also have select products from Indie Lee. This is interesting because I didn't realize Ulta had picked up Indie Lee. I know Sephora had it, but I didn't realize Ulta had picked up this brand as well. This brand intrigues me. I took a look at the two products. One is the Brightening Cleanser. This is a nice product. It is fragrance free. It's got some really nice ingredients in it, one of which is lycopene, which is tomato extract, which gives it that kind of darker color. Lycopene is a brightener. There is some potential evidence it's an exfoliator, but I'm not sure that I would call it an exfoliator. I don't think there's enough information to say that. But this will brighten, and it looks just like a really, really nice cleanser in general that's not going to harm your skin. That's more than I can say for the toner. The toner is the CoQ10 toner. So CoQ10 or ubiquinone is a very potent antioxidant. It is great for skin. This bottle is frosted. I would keep it in a dark place, however, because the worry is it's going to break down. There are other good ingredients in here. There's aloe, there's hyaluronic acid, and there's chamomile, which is a nice skin soother. But there are also some fragrant plant oils in here. There's sage and bitter orange oil. Those are not great for your skin, but I'm sure this smells lovely. So for me, this is kind of split. I'm gonna pick up the cleanser. I'm always interested in trying different cleansers, but I'm gonna skip on the toner. Moving on to Friday, March 26th, we have the Benefit Cosmetics Gimme Brow Tinted Volumizing Eyebrow Gel. This is my favorite eyebrow product. I will be picking up, you can see mine is already getting bad. I got to pick up a replacement for this, and I actually may even pick up a backup after that. I love this product. Tinted eyebrow gels are not for everyone. If you literally have to recreate your eyebrows every single day because you've got really light eyebrow hair, this is not going to be for you. I tend to have more bushy eyebrows. I get a little bit of patchiness, but I don't have to recreate the wheel. So this is a really quick product. That's why I like it. I don't spend a lot of time on my eyebrows. So I just like the fact that I can sweep through it and be done. What I love about this product is I've tried a lot of fiber gels because they're my favorite formula. And there's been a few that I've tried that either A, when you make a mistake, which you will, because this thing has, you know, the tiniest little brush, and I always make a mistake when I use these. And there are some formulas where you go to fix the mistake and it literally smears all the way down your eyelid, and then it's just a mess and it's a pain in the butt, and it takes you 10 minutes to fix it when you use the product because it was supposed to be quick. And this does not do that, where some other formulas do. The other thing I like about this is I am a face toucher. I know in the time of COVID, this is a bad habit to have, but I am unfortunately a face toucher, and including my eyebrows. And this has kind of a velvety finish. It's not crunchy, it's not artificial, and it is not hard to remove at night. I have used a few fiber gels that were just, like the texture of my eyebrows was just gross, and I could not get them off my eyebrows. I was like scrubbing at night, and I was having difficulty getting that product out of my brows. So I love this product. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it, if this is the type of eyebrow product you like. Oh, and it's $24. It's on sale for $12. Next, we have the Clearance Double Serum. This is regularly $90. It's on sale for $45. I've kind of explained why I'm not crazy about these types of serums, whether it's Clarins or Estee Lauder or Chanel. Again, this has a very specific fragrance. It is very high on the ingredient list, and it just kind of, yeah. And it's frankly overpriced for what it is. Next, we have the online only deals. We have 50% off Lorac face palettes. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I've never tried Lorac. I've never tried their eyeshadow. I've never tried their face products. And I know some people swear by it, but when I go to the Lorac area of Ulta, it just, nothing speaks to me there. I don't know if it's the packaging. I don't know if it's the color stories. I have no idea. But it just doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't in any way grab me. And so I just don't tend to pick it up. Next, we've got another online deal is AngieKBeauty. These are the 100% organic coconut melt and coconut exfoliant crush scrubs. I'm gonna pick one of these up. I've heard good things about AngieKBeauty. I've never tried one. I've talked about before that I'm not crazy about mechanical scrubs on my face, but I'm just fine with them on my body. My body skin's a little bit more tough, so I'm fine with it. So I'm thinking about picking one of these up and see if I like it. And then finally, we have an app exclusive. We've got a few select products from different brands, Kanuka, Hey Honey, Kinship, Sand and Sky. The two that I want to give shout outs to, the others I've never used from Kanuka or Hey Honey, but the Kinship Mineral Sunscreen I am absolutely going to pick up. It's got a really nice formula to it. It's 100% mineral sunscreen. I'm always looking for a good mineral sunscreen. So I'm going to pick this up and I'll let you know how it goes for me. The other product I really like that I've tried is from Sand and Sky. It's their pink clay mask. This ingredient list is beautiful. It's got 2 different types of clay in it. Now this is definitely more geared towards people with oily skin because it's a clay mask. I'm not sure how well it will go for people with dry skin, but if you've got oily skin or acne prone skin, this is a good product to consider. And then finally, we've got Saturday, March 27th. I'm gonna start with the Tarte Maneater Mascara. This is normally $23. It's on sale for $11.50. I really like this mascara. It's got a really big wand, really big and short wand. This works really well for me. It doesn't clump on me. It doesn't flake on me. So it's funny, I used this today and I realized it's starting to dry out on me because mine's pretty old. So I think I just made the decision to buy another one. Next, we have the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. This is regularly $29.50. It's on sale for $14.75. This is not a great moisturizer. Clinique, and I'm not in any way saying Clinique doesn't make good products. They do. They are a fragrance-free brand. They just have better moisturizers than this one. To kind of give you an idea, this was introduced in 1968. It has changed a little bit, but not much. And I am sure you know that there has been significant innovations in skincare from 1968. So there are better moisturizers from Clinique. This one is just, nah. It's just, no, it's old fashioned and frankly, it's not very good. Our online only deals, we have 50% off Becca Cosmetics face primers. I had never tried a Becca face primer until recently. I picked up the Backlight Priming Filter. It's a very glowy primer, but I do like it because it does give your skin a nice natural glow underneath foundations. Of course, I just have to make sure I don't put a glowy foundation on top of this because it's a little intense. There are other types of primers as well. I do think she has a pore primer as well. Again, Becca Cosmetics is closing as of September of this year. So if you are a Becca primer fan, I highly recommend you pick one of these up. I have a feeling these are going to sell out fast on that day. And then also online only, we have 50% off the Dhc Deep Cleansing Oil. It's regularly $28. It's on sale for $14. This is a beautiful cleansing oil. So the idea behind cleansing the oil is if you are dry skin, using a cleansing oil versus a water-based cleanser is a good idea. Also, if you double cleanse. So if you wear a lot of makeup or wear sunscreen like you're supposed to, ideally you should be doing a double cleanse, which is you use either an oil-based cleanser or a cleansing balm first to get all your makeup off, and then you follow with a water-based gentle cleanser. I tend to really like cleansing balms. I don't know what it is. I think it's my science brain. I like the fact that it starts solid and then becomes liquid. At night, it makes me happy. I'm not sure. But I have used this cleansing oil. It's beautiful. It works really, really well. So if you like the oils better than the balms, then I think this is a really good choice for you. And then finally, we have the Surprise Beauty Steal, which they won't reveal until the day of that day of the sale. But I am excited because the Beauty Steal, the Surprise Beauty Steal from last week was 50% off Idol perfume. 50% off. That's huge. And Idol is not, the Lancome Idol is not my favorite perfume, but it is really popular and a lot of women love it. So the fact that you could get 50% off that perfume, especially considering it was launched not even 2 years ago, that's a great steal. So I am hoping that Ulta keeps it up with these steals and does some pretty awesome products. So I'm excited for that. So we made it. That's it, guys. I hope I moved a little faster and didn't get so bogged down into some of the ingredients. But like I said, I really want to make sure that you know what you're buying and you feel good about what you're buying. That doesn't mean you can't buy moisturizers in jars or everything has to be fragrance free. But if you know, then you can make decisions that make sense for you instead of just buying stuff. And then if you're like me, trying things and having your skin be irritated and not know why, not know what the problem is. So I really hope you got something out of this. I would love to hear your comments below. Have you used any of these products? Are you picking up something, what you're gonna pass on? I would love to hear all of that. And if you like this content, I would love for you to like this video and subscribe below, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye, you guys.